Hi, this is Melissa Wagenhofer. This is Week 7 Wiki. Topic is national and local resources, websites, and parent support groups for family members of those with ASD. The three national resources for support sites for families of individuals on the spectrum that I chose was the AAPC Publishing, which is the Autism Asperger Publishing Company. Also, Autism. It's a peer-reviewed bi-monthly international journal. And Autism Research Institute, ARI, which is a website that produces and distributes a variety of information. The first one we're going to talk about is the AAPC, the Autism Asperger Publishing Company. They publish and sell different books and materials focused on real-world, everyday information, advice, solutions for families and professionals, all who are dealing with those on the spectrum. I recommend the site and its sources because it provides information on advocacy, behavior support, social communication, educational strategies, sensory strategies, personal and family experiences, which are testimonials from other people who have used some of their materials and the results of those. It gives you information on mental health and other topics. The resources not only provide books that you can purchase, but it has newsletters and blogs where families can learn and share. I personally utilize some of their literature for my own personal deeper understanding and to gain better effective strategies that I can use within the classroom and the community with the students I serve throughout the soccer park, because we have special needs soccer. All products are reasonably priced and they focus on specific topics that you choose. And AAPC Publishing also sponsors conferences on a variety of ASD topics nationwide, which enlightens people who don't know, or it helps people who are looking for more information. Autism, which is the peer-reviewed bi-monthly international journal, is focused on research in many areas that include intervention, diagnosis, training, education, neuroscience, evaluation of therapies, family issues and family services, medical and genetic issues, and they help improve the quality of life for individuals within the spectrum. It focuses on evaluative research, and I recommend this site for professionals who are serious in helping those with ASD because it's a little pricey. An individual's subscription is $126 a year. So for a family, if you have a professional who can give you these resources, it's fantastic because the resources are phenomenal. But to buy it might be pricey unless you're a family who's really serious and has the extra income to do it. All materials are peer-reviewed, like I mentioned earlier, and it's an invaluable resource for families or professionals. The last one is Autism Research Institute, the ARI. They maintain the website and produces and distributes a variety of informational packets, videos, audio tapes, free, we love free online newsletters that are all related to autism spectrum disorders. I recommend this site because the Autism Research Institute partners with a variety of national autism organizations and sponsors different projects that help people learn about autism so that way we can educate the community and the professionals and the people who are dealing with these children. Let's see. It also has its own committee of adults who are diagnosed and they're on the spectrum themselves. And it gives them a platform and a voice who normally don't have a voice. I recommend this site because it's a collection of valuable references, resources, and information for families who may have questions. And the information is presented in different types of media, so it's a universal access. And again, a lot of it is free. We love free. Local resources or support sites for families of individuals on the spectrum are the ARC of the United States Incorporation. It's a national initiative of the ARC. It's the Autism Now Center provides high-quality resources and information like fact sheets on topics of importance that are important to people with autism on the spectrum disorder, or on the spectrum, I apologize. And then it speaks about other developmental disabilities, and it's a resource for the family. and they can use it to get information, and it's an easy to read and easy to understand format. So it kind of takes the professional words and puts it in layman's terms, so that way the general population can understand a lot more of the information being provided. They also provide a monthly newsletter through email, and it just gives you an array of topics that are discussed as ASD symptoms, school behavior strategies, ideas and ways to deal with and to cope with. They also have regional summits, and they're 2-day events, and they're created opportunities for networking, relationships, building between people who identify as having the disorder or intellectual and developmental disabilities. And it includes families and professionals, and you can share your information and resources, and it celebrates the local and regional autism and intellectual and developmental disability community. They also have a call center, so that way you can call if you have any questions, and you can actually talk to somebody and you can ask them questions, and they can give you resources or where you can begin to look for resources. It guides you through the unknown by providing you with education, resources, and support. And they also have webinars, which I think is amazing, because now with the digital era that we're in, technology is the biggest thing that we deal with. And they host quarterly webinars, and it's presented by experts that are in the disability field, and it just talks about topics across the lifespan, so from beginning to end, from infancy to preschool, elementary school, middle school, high school, and then transitioning out into the real world. You can also resource the past archives of the webinars, so if you find something you're interested in, you can watch a previous one. I recommend this website because it's a slew of information for families. There's a call center where you can even retrieve information in real time. So it's not just, you're not just clicking and finding it. You can actually call and talk to somebody. The next one is Autism Blogs Directory, and it's a supportive, protective community for those impacted by autism and disabilities. And this is where a diversity of voices is necessary for a healthy, strong community, that are pleasant and cordial disagreements are possible, and where the focus is on the community. There's 2 ladies who actually lead this, and it's Kathleen Leopold and Kim Wobbles. And they also have other websites as well. Kathleen has Autism Heard, and Kim has Of Countering and Detritus. I can't pronounce that very well. It's Detritus. And it also talks about autism and gives you more resources there. I recommend this site because it's a nonprofit organization where those who are impacted with ASD can talk, support each other, and find resources in a safe, non-judgmental environment. So you can actually blog with other families and other parents, and you can join support groups and get information from them or share your information. And the last one is the People's Care. This is in Chino Hills, California, and it's dedicated to providing excellent support and advocacy for individuals in a positive, life-enriching environment. This one is more of a transitional one for when they're older. They provide families with information on independent living options, specialized residential care programs and group homes, supported living, and independent living skills programs. They also deal with employment and educational information like site and community-based volunteer employment programs, personal assistance services, and community integration training. And lastly, they have behavioral health services and information like applied behavior analysis, autism services, caregiver training, diagnostics, individual and family therapies, social programs, and there's so much more. There's too many to list. I highly recommend this website because it provides imperative information for families who are in the transitional planning process. I've worked from preschool all the way through high school, and I know in high school that's the most critical time. These kids don't know what we're doing next. The parents don't know what we're doing next. So this is a resource that will be so helpful to them, and it's a vital resource in helping families make decisions. And I hope that helps. Thank you.